Welcome back to another video. I'm vlogging here from the beautiful, beautiful island of Curaçao. Right, we were in Aruba yesterday. Today we're in Curaçao, taking a tour of the island, seeing what the island has to offer. Right, so I'm going to take a tour of the island. Please, if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also like and share it with your family and your friends. Tell them about the MDTD vlogs. Alright, so you stay tuned. I think one of the first things that will hit you is the colors of the building, and this kind of gives it it has the Dutch influence, because in Curaçao they speak Papiamento as well as English and Dutch. Alright, so it's quite versatile. So stay tuned and we will show you what is happening.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is to see like a quarter of the island today. Okay. From the 6 islands that belong to the Dutch Kingdom, we are the biggest one. Okay. You guys will see the beautiful city area. In a few minutes we're gonna go there, Willemstad, and you guys will see what we mean with both sides of the city. We're gonna stop at Otrobanda. I will explain the forts, the buildings in the really beautiful pontoon bridge. Then we're gonna continue. I will stop at an area so you guys can take beautiful pictures with your cruise ship, like a background. Okay. Then we're passing over the high bridge that you guys saw. Okay. Drive through town. I will stop at the big Curaçao sign so you guys can take beautiful pictures with it. Okay. Now we're gonna continue. We're gonna pass in front of the floating market. I will tell you how come we have the floating market and all those things. Jewish old residential neighborhood. I'm going to show you guys the wedding cake house that we have here now. Okay, yes. First big stop is going to be the Curaçao liquor factory. From there, there's also other products that we make there, so I'm also going to tell you guys about that. Then we're going to continue. We're going to go to the northeastern side to visit the caves. Okay. And the cave, that's the Hato Cave. It's the Hato Caves. If you guys want to go inside of the cave, the entrance is $10. You get a professional guide touring you guys inside of the cave. 30 to 45 minutes. The offices. Now we do call it the governor's palace, but the governor normally doesn't have a palace. It's the king's palace. But the governor is representing the king, right? Okay. So the governor is always appointed by the king or the queen. Yes. Right now, after having 4 queens in a row, we have a king again, Willem Alexander, and he decided to appoint lady governors for his island. We used to be part of the French. Basically, when we fell in the hands of the Dutchmen, they weren't a colony, monarchy yet. Okay. They were just the West Indies Company. Okay. And then after a while, they became a monarchy and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Connecting the two sides beautifully together, we have our beautiful pontoon bridge, our Queen Emma. Queen Emma is also known as the swinging old lady. Why swinging old? Not that Queen Emma used to swing and dance. No, this bridge swings open every time a ship needs to come in or go out of the harbor.
Oh, that's that one over there.
That one over there. Okay, it doesn't move like half a piece. It moves completely. It has 16 pontoons underneath it. 15 of them will move. And it will move like my arm, like this. Take your time and dock here at the Otrobanda side. Okay, the other side. The other side, right here. Yeah. Now, why old? She was constructed in 1888. We have our own money, which is the Curaçao Guilder. Yep. The buildings in a row where the most picture is taken here on the island. If you ever went to Amsterdam, or if you guys Google Port of Amsterdam, you guys will see the same shaped buildings. The only difference is that we have the beautiful bright colors and the sun to represent on the beautiful buildings. Are you getting it, Johnny? So the buildings here from Otrobanda are from 1720 and up. Okay. That's when the governor of that time gave permission to the people to start building here in Otrobanda. On the island right now, guys, we have more or less 155,000 people living. We have like 60 different nationalities. 80% of our population is Catholic.
what?
Catholic.
Catholic, okay.
And the other 20% is all the other religions you will find all over the world. Beautiful thing about it is, guys, we all live peacefully together. No religion problems and no discrimination. So what I always tell my guests is, guys, if it can happen on one small dot on the world's map, it will still spread and go all over the world. Sometimes we have to have a little bit more faith, tolerate each other sometimes just a little bit more, and it can happen. From those 155,000 people living here in the island, mainly all of us can speak minimum 4 languages. The official language is Dutch, since we do form part of the Dutch kingdom.
Yeah.
Local language is Papiamentu. Papiamentu, we speak it here in Curaçao, Aruba, and in Bonaire. Papiamentu started out as a dialect. It was to be the forbidden language for the slaves to speak. Because the slaves could speak it and the Dutchmen didn't know what they were talking about.
Okay.
But since 2012, it's officially a language.
Nice.
It's a language made out of basically 7 other languages. It's made out of Spanish, Portuguese, French, German, English, Dutch, and African.
Okay.
And the other 2 languages that we also speak, the English and the Spanish.
This is where you said we can take a picture
with your cruise
as
ship.
the backdrop.
Yeah.
Everything beyond, and then there's a carnival. Look at the colors, guys.
We have the oil refinery here in the island, guys, but we do not have 1 drop of oil.
Just the refinery.
Everything lays 40 miles away from us in Venezuela. The Dutch-British company Shell, they discovered the oil in Venezuela, but they did not want to build their refineries over there. So the Dutchmen thought, you know what? We have 3 islands
Wow.
very close to Venezuela. We're just gonna build our oil refineries over there. They built the biggest one here in Curaçao, smaller one in our sister island, Aruba.
Yeah.
That was in 1904. You can say basically that our oil refineries made products for the Allies in the First World War and in the Second World War. When President Roosevelt said we have to take care of our beaches, he was talking about Curaçao and Aruba. But since their finances weren't good, we were like, okay, we're not gonna sign that. Then the pandemic fell in, so everything went on hold. 2 years ago, our government tried again, or still trying, to find somebody to rent it out to. No luck yet, but right now we're buying our products from Trinidad and Tobago. And guys, right now we're paying $5.50 for 1 gallon of gasoline.
And you have an oil refinery.
And we have the oil refinery here. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Hopefully we can find somebody to rent it out to so we can get better gasoline prices here on the islands. So we're just gonna wait and see.
Yeah. Everybody comes want to make it profitable for them, but not for the country.
If you guys look here, the waters that we have here at the right hand side, it's connected to the St. Anna Bay, which we are using. Basically, we want to convert it into a yacht harbor. People traveling around the world in yachts so they can dock in those waters and do their shoppings in downtown. Here at your left, you guys can see the douche Curaçao sign. Douche. Your sweetheart is your douche.
Yes.
She ate something delicious. Douche, right?
Peppermint.
The Chi-Chi, the big black doll that you can see over there, that's a souvenir that we make right here on the island. Chi-Chis are basically made here on the island, and then ladies that are on welfare that like to paint, the lady that makes the Chi-Chi will bring the Chi-Chis to them, and they will help her paint the Chi-Chis. And when you guys buy it as a souvenir, the money that she makes out of it, she will pay the ladies that are on welfare. Hey,
Broadway.
the Broadway. Now I have had New Yorkers in the car, and then one of them once told me, Laika, you're trying to copy New York. And I said, New York copied us. We were here first. New York, guys, started as New Netherlands. And when it started out as New Netherlands, the first, one of the first governors, because as I said, it used to be West Indies Company first. They, the first, we call him governor, but he was the director of the island at that time. Peter Stuyvesant. He was sent to the New Netherlands to build a city, just like they did here in Curaçao. And where's now Manhattan, he built a little Willemstad. That's why they have the same Broadway and Wall Street, just like we have. And their wall was basically constructed by the Jewish families that went with him to New Netherlands to build, and they constructed the wall. If you guys look here, you guys can see the pontoon bridge is open. It's basically on the other side. So basically, guys, since we do not have a lot of rainfall, we cannot gain our drinking water out of rainfall on our islands. So what we do on our islands, we desalinate seawater into drinking water on our islands. So water out of the tap is safely to drink on our islands. We have one of the best waters. We pay a lot of money for it. We always tell the governments, make sure the water is good. Now for cultivation, we do a little bit of cultivation, but as I said, very hard to do.
Yes, because of the temperature.
Because of the rain, we don't have a lot of rainwater. And we don't have rivers, we don't have lakes and things like that.
Okay.
So what we did for fruits and vegetables, we have our floating market. Our floating market is our Venezuelan friends that brings us fruits, vegetables, and Venezuelan sweet juice. They go 8 hours over water. They stay here for a week or 2 weeks, depending how quickly they're selling their products. Now, before we get to our floating market, if you guys look here at your left, you guys can see our fish market.
Okay.
The gentleman is selling red snapper, mahi, wahoo, sardines, and here is where our floating market begins. I call it my drive-through market. used to be owned by one of the wealthiest Jewish families that we have here on the islands. They are now the biggest and oldest bank owners.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, looking here at your left, you guys can see the wedding cake house. As you guys can see, it's very beautifully decorated, just like a wedding cake. Like I used to say Curaçao. Was that wrong? What is it? Curaçao or Curaçao? If it is written like that, it's Curaçao. You're not wrong. But the name has a syllable underneath the second C.
Okay.
Yes, a D underneath the second C. That makes it an S, right? So that's why it's Curaçao.
Yeah, because we're from Montreal, so the same city.
An accent or something, whatever.
It's the French word.
Okay.
That's why you see, that's why we say Portuguese, Spanish, French, and then we continue with the other language. Yeah. So basically, guys, the slavery on the island was abolished in 1863. When slavery was abolished here in the island, what they did with the old slave families, each slave family got a big piece of land. Some of those lands are still owned by those families. Okay? Now in 1896, Edgar Senior basically founded Senior and Co. So the real Curaçao liquor is from 1896.
Okay.
Being from a Jewish family, they made sure it's kosher. We use everything naturally in it, nothing fake. Okay? Being part of the Jewish community, over here, just tell you guys.
So we're here at the distillery, as you've already seen. Great history lesson in Curaçao. Small island but rich in history. So here you have all the alcoholic beverages. These are for the mosquito repellents. Body rubs. Pretty good, and it's like what, $30 US. The bottles are designed, as she was explaining, our host was explaining about the shape of the bottle. It's the only place you will find them in Curaçao. If you feel the bottle, the texture is like the orange that was brought to the island. So quite rich, guys. If you're looking for a spot for vacationing, Curaçao is a nice spot. I must say that it's living up to its expectation.
The landing area is on the first level. Okay. Now you guys can see it goes like up. Right? We're diving on the second level. If you guys look here at your left, that's the third level of the island. Okay. So basically right now when you guys are walking through the cave, you guys are walking through the third level of the island.
Third level.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Check this out in Curaçao. Then you have the female up there. Wow. Guys, we're climbing 56 stairs to the cave. However, unfortunately, inside of the cave there is no photo, no pictures, so I won't be able to give you anything until the last 2 rooms. But we're going for the climb, burning energy right now. It's a good workout. 56 stairs.
I'm working for it.
You can hear me breathing already. I won't say that I am unfit. I will say the journey is steep. So this is where we turn off the camera.
Enjoy the fresh lines.
So guys, here we are inside the cave. Like I told you at the beginning, that only certain spots we're able to take pictures and photos. So as you can see, look at the formation. Quite spectacular. It's a bit hot inside, but it is something to see. So if you ever visit the island of Curaçao, this is a must-see. Inside the cave, rich with history. Let's check it out. And then on top there, you have an opening. So what we were told is that these rocks were part of the ceiling, as you can see over there. However, it fell, as well as this side here. So if you were to lift them, they would fit right in like a piece of the puzzle. Unbelievable. Nice.
Oh, babes, you should.
So we are now in our fantasy chamber. If you turn on your imagination, you'll be able to see different formations in the rocks. What does everyone see over here? A mushroom.
A mushroom.
A jellyfish. A tree. Broccoli. For those that see it, an atomic bomb explosion.
Yeah, okay.
If you look right up here, you can see our sleeping Bob Marley, his head, his dreadlocks, and his body.
Ah,
Right
okay.
over here, you can see the head of a donkey or the head of a dragon.
Hanging down.
Yeah, looking down. Right next to the donkey, you can see a witch, her eye, her nose, and her chin. So if you look right up here, you can see a horse with its mane.
Yes.
Down here, you can see a frog or a toad. Right below the frog, you can see a sleeping giant, his forehead, his eye, nose, mouth, chin, his neck, and his right arm. And the last one you're gonna see, all the way up there, the Virgin Mary.
Ah. Wow.
So, in here, as I said, you can take pictures. If you didn't see something, let me know, and I'll show you again.
Wow. Look at this. This is amazing, guys.
Can you shine the light? Look right here. Look three people sitting there.
Right here?
Yeah.
It looks better without the light.
Wow. This is. So no one climbs the rock, right?
No one climbs the rock.
Okay. Undisturbed. Nice. Wow.
Fantasy thing. Beautiful.
So do you have like unaccompanied visit inside the cave? Can you just come in the cave, or you have to
No,
have
no,
it?
it's always a guided tour.
Okay.
Preserve everything.
Nice. Pretty cool. Yes, sir.
Is everyone done taking pictures?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we've now come to the end of our.
So now we're at the beach. We're gonna spend some time at the beach now. All right, you can't come in the Caribbean and don't go to the beach. All right, so just gonna go enjoy ourselves, see what the beach has to offer. All right, so stay tuned. I don't think I need to show you any clips of the beach. You guys already know what it has to offer. All right, so just stay tuned. Quite colorful though.
This is the Marriott Courtyard. It just opened yesterday.
Yesterday? Wow. That's a Marriott. So I'm guessing with all the colors down here, the paint industry is a big thing.
Yes, I know.
So this one so cotton, this one so sleeves.
This is the view again from my balcony window, or from my balcony, that is. As you can see, the beautiful, beautiful colors. Just look at that. That bridge that you see over there is the highest bridge in the Caribbean. Right around, quite beautiful, colorful,